Hey there, Hellhounds. It's Hades, and I'm here at the Transgender Health and Wellness Center in Palm Springs, California, with my special guest, Renae.
Hi guys, I'm Renae Punzalan. My pronouns are she, her, and I am the Director of Youth Services at the Transgender Health and Wellness Center, and I oversee the Marsha P. Johnson LGBTQ Youth Drop-In Center here in Palm Springs.
We all have an opportunity to uplift each other, and I think people are looking for ways. And they also need to have an understanding of why it's so important.
To me, it's important because it's life-saving, particularly for these individuals, particularly for youth. TGI people, that's trans, gender non-conforming, and intersex people, are usually denied care in many spaces, and that prevents them from thriving. So to me, it's life-saving services, life-saving healthcare, life-saving, and vital for their survival.
What are some of the most pressing health needs currently faced by trans community?
The access to the care. Here in Palm Springs, in California, access is fairly easy, but people still feel it difficult. So we do get a lot of clients and members from our community that are from out of state. So from the South, they're coming from Texas or coming from Arizona to access care. Living in Los Angeles, you think that, oh, you're fine, you're trans, everybody's accepting. And my doctor didn't even know I was trans. And then when he found out I was trans, was like freaking out and was like excited. And I felt like a little zoo animal. Everybody was like trying to poke it. Yeah, like a guinea pig. Everyone was trying to poke and prod you. Like, oh my God, like it's a trans person. Oh my God. So even in that type of environment, I still felt like I wasn't getting the adequate care. So yeah, to me, it's the access to the right care and affirming care.
So not only are you supporting the local community, but you're supporting people outside of our community, correct?
Yeah, definitely. And our clients are not just all TGI. One of our main services we provide is hair removal. So we provide we're considered a community clinic. So not just trans people are accessing our services, it's people who are experiencing hirsutism or PCOS. And these are, cis women or men that are coming in to get the care. And not just trans women, but also trans men as well, and youth as well. So a multitude of many different people are coming in for our services. Our mission is to be the preeminent provider of services and support to the transgender and allied community with a focus on youth. It's following our mission, and everything that we do is based on that. Like when I'm having a tough day, and oh my God, I'm like, we have to serve our community.
Right.
You know what I mean? They need us, we need them. That's basically how it is. And that goes from, okay, what does the community need? Do they need mental health care? Do they need support groups? Do they need social events? Let's have a social event where folks can gather and fellowship and have fun and meet each other and share stories and things like that. So everything is based around our mission, and that can be a multitude of anything, services, resources, all that stuff, yeah.
What do you think are some misconceptions people have about trans healthcare?
I think the misconception is they don't realize that it's life-saving, number one, and that they don't see they're not experiencing the rejection that some trans people face when it comes to accessing healthcare or care anywhere. So they think it's a special privilege to get trans healthcare, and it's why on the right they're like, oh, they're doing sex changes in prison and giving out hormones and all this. Yeah, and then girl, really? Let me go to prison. I'll get a sex change. Yeah. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous talk. It's ridiculous. They're not doing their research. They're just thinking of someone said something, so I'm gonna believe. That's basically what it is. To me, it's like they're fed the wrong information about what it is, and then it builds on the fear. I didn't even have the proper care as a trans person until 2010, when in Los Angeles, the LGBT Center offered actual health care specifically for transgender people. And I was like, oh my God, I get to leave my doctor. I get to leave him finally. And some of us haven't even had any health care for years, decades, because they're afraid of not being treated with respect or being affirmed. There's so many other things I think to add. The lack of education is one, the misinformation out there in the news, not even knowing a trans person to think I can judge or say, oh, you don't deserve to have this because you're trans.
I don't think even sometimes members of our own community really understand what is like gender affirming care, because they just think immediately like operations and
They think of the
things like that.
surgeries
Exactly.
first. They think of
You
the
know,
physical.
yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
it's like, oh, she just wants to be beautiful, so I'm
it's
paying
like-
for her surgery.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And when it was mentioned like the hair removal, I was like, oh no, that is totally, it's something that I didn't even think of. And like I identify as non-binary, and I've gone through so many waves in like my gender discovery where I at one point that would have been so affirming to me to feel comfortable in my own body.
Like getting the hair removal.
Yeah, I know. Now not so much. Now I'm like, no, leave it as it is. It's perfect. But,
Yeah, you do
know,
have
it's
really
like,
nice
yeah.
facial
Well,
hair.
thank you. I'm really talking about my ass.
Oh.
But yeah, no, it's just like little things, and it's just like how I wonder, what do we need to do as the collective community that may not need gender affirming services or whatnot? What should they be doing or could they be doing to enlighten themselves, to enrich like their knowledge base, so that way they can explain it to other people that, hey, it's not just this thing.
Yeah, I mean, it's stuff like this, connecting with community members that want to share the information out there and educate people, doing the proper research on what it is, and then even getting to know community members that are trans, or coming to events or our political forums or our fundraisers and getting to know community members and asking questions that are respectful and polite. It's just taking that initiative to educating yourself.
As I think about my title and my title run, and as I've been progressively more involved in the Palm Springs community, is that this concept that inclusivity is not a passive act. You have to do more than just be like, we accept everybody, and you're going out there and you're doing those things and you're advocating for yourself and for the community, and the response to that is, oh yeah, we want to be a part of that. We want to help uplift that. I moved here like almost 2 years ago from Denver, and Denver has a really queer community. And there's this beautiful intersection between leather and queerness that they just found this sweet spot. And when I moved here, it was gone. And there was a void. And I was like, what do you mean? Where are my people at? And so that's my mission, is to try to bridge that gap.
Yeah.
And because it can be done.
Yeah.
And it's beautiful when it's done.
And it's so funny, not everybody knows, but like I used to like wear my little leather and my little corsets and I still have my I still have my riding crop, and I still have my little thigh-high boots.
Yes, we're gonna have to do an event. It's all have to come back out. I feel like anytime I put on my leather, I'm living in a superhero moment, and I feel like everybody should feel that way. Everybody should feel that moment, like that you shared with me, and the way that I feel, and like a lot of non-cis people that I talk to, when they tell me about like when they put on their leather, when they put on their fetish gear, it's just so beautiful, and I think we need to celebrate that.
And the glamour of it all.
Oh, it's so glamorous.
Yeah, they don't really, it's glamour,
Yeah,
darling.
it is.
It's glamour, yeah.
It totally is.
Yeah.
What has been one of the biggest consistent issues with funding and maintaining funding?
Oh, wow, yeah. Particularly trans-led organizations or organizations that support the trans community. We're at I think it's a 0.01% of funding that gets given to us. So say if another organization that's LGBTQ plus gets like 100,000, we'll get like 1,000 of that. So that's just basically how that's always been since I worked here.
Yeah.
They're not giving in big ways. And then we tried getting grants, and we get denied grants because gender ideology, and now because of the new administration, there's no federal grants coming in our way at all. There's some local grants, like the city of Palm Springs helps us out as well, and other cities in Coachella Valley, but it's not as big. We have a fundraiser, and we see another organization getting like 100,000 to $1 million, and here we are like getting 30 to 40, and that's enough for us. But we're like, we want to gain more funding because it goes directly into our program. It goes directly back into our community. That's been a struggle for us. I believe this year we started to really think, not maybe I wouldn't say outside of the box, but go back to our roots where like we connect with people, other community members doing other things, shows, clubs, and so far we've gotten donations from people who are doing drag shows at 111, and then of course Dick's, and then Hunter. I mean, it's just like going back to our roots where we're like, we got to go to our community too, because sometimes if they can't come to us, we'll go to them, and we got to be visible. And I think that's helping us as far as getting the big numbers. Someone who's a developer who just solely focuses on bringing funding in is what we need, really. I really feel like that's what we need.
And we're putting out those vibes.
Yeah.
You're gonna watch this and you'll be like, this
Yeah,
is it.
you guys got to give us money to help us, because it goes right back into our programming and into our community, into our events, into just so it doesn't even go to anybody's pockets. It's a nonprofit. We're not getting paid buku bucks here. And that's been our struggle. We're working around it, hiring people like Steven Janji, our special events coordinator, to help us fundraise and build events as well. So I think we're getting there. I just really think it's people having faith in us who have the big bucks to really put it in, and the passion for the trans community. I just saw on Facebook like a celebrity. He's given like $2 million to like LGBT organizations in California, and I was like, where's the money for us? I was like, 2 million, we're over here. Yeah, I think you missed the girls in Palm Springs, honey, because I don't see that money. But I mean, it's like trying to get that attention of those type of people and meet those kind of people. Yeah. And it's why for me, I think visibility is important, like showing up at events. We'll be at Center Stage next Friday. I'm doing a bunch of things with Pride. I got recognized as one of the Grand Marshals for Palm Springs Pride. So I'll be going out to events. Thank you. So it's a huge honor. I was surprised, and I was like, I said yes because I was like, we need representation and we need someone out there. When people see us, they see trans people out and about thriving. Yeah. They're more likely to come in and be like, hey, what do you guys need? What kind of support do you need? And then we tell them, go to our website and help us. But I think it's happening. I think here in Palm Springs, things are slowly changing and people are being more educated and realizing that, hey, it's a community that needs help. We're the #1 community that experiences homelessness, experiences employment denial. We're highly unemployed and we don't have transportation to get around and things like that. So we experience a lot of those types of barriers. So we need the help as much as we can get.
What would increased financial support allow the center to do that it can't do right now?
Our biggest thing right now is we lost our funding for our DVSA housing program, which was really vital to our community, which helped house majority of our community here, help them pay for rents, help with transportation and things like that. We lost funding on the federal level. I think that's one of the most important thing. And then our mental health program, expanding that as well too. But I think it would be the housing and even employing our community. People can help out by coming to our fundraisers. All of our fundraisers, particularly our Protect the Dolls fundraiser, which is happening on Palm Springs Pride weekend, and then our Equality Garden Party, which is gonna help fund the MPJ here for the youth, for our youth services. It's really the community coming in, attending our events, getting a ticket, and all those funds go directly back into our programming.
A lot of people, even in our community, don't understand the concept of Protect the Dolls.
Okay.
For the people,
Okay.
usually the older generation,
Yeah.
which I surprisingly have a large audience of. Can you explain in your own words?
Well, to me,
okay,
how I think of it, I know it was started by an ally of the community. That word dolls has been used for, I don't know, decades and decades before. Our lingo that we had before, I was like, girl, I was using that lingo 20 plus years ago. But to me, it means more than it just means more than a slogan, than a word. It means standing up for trans people. It means helping fund trans organization. It means showing up for your friends that are trans in many ways. Check up on your friends who are trans and your family members who are trans, because you never know what they're experiencing. Yes. And that's what it means to me. It means going above and beyond, instead of just putting a logo on a t-shirt and like trying to like say, hey, protect dolls. It's showing up to an event for their friends hosting or doing. That's protecting the dolls. It's the city giving us funding to help us with our events. That's considered what it is. And it's coming together and having a good time and making sure that trans people are safe wherever they go, at clubs, at public transportation, like all these places, because there's so many trans people are everywhere. Maybe you might not know who they are. You might not even know that you met a trans person, honestly. That's what it means to me. It means more than just a slogan and a hashtag. It's a commitment, it's action, it's all those things that the dolls need. Because I just tell you something about the dolls. They don't need anybody. They can do their own thing, and the girls are independent, the girls do whatever. And they have, and we've struggled. I've been trans for almost 30 plus years of my life. So I've lived in a world where we didn't have trans organizations helping us with stuff. Some of us don't have the resources or have the wits about us to go about that. So to me, it's also our community taking initiative and protecting ourselves and our community members too as well. That's what it means to me.
This gives people the tools to at least start somewhere and see where they want to go and how they want to get involved and what they can do and spur ideas about what they can do. Thank you for your work here at the Transgender Health and Wellness Center. And I'll definitely be coming out to events in the future dressed in leather.
Yeah, of course, duh.
To our viewers that are watching right now, what is the best way to get in contact with y'all? All the socials, all the websites, all that good stuff.
You guys can check out our website at www.trans.health. You can check out us on social media. We're on Instagram, Facebook. I think that's it. I don't think we have a TikTok. I think we have a TikTok. I'm not sure. But at Transgender Health and Wellness Center. And follow us. You can sign up for our newsletter on our website as well too to keep up to date on all our events, all of the things happening. And you also can find our donate page too there too as well too. So if you want to contribute and you want to help out a doll, you can go over there. You can do one-time donations, monthly donations, or you can purchase a ticket to one of our events. Our Protect the Dolls event is happening on November 9th here in Palm Springs. Yeah, so please check it out and fund the dolls too. Thanks.
Thanks, Renae. Appreciate
Thank you.
it. We did it. Oh.